Hello planty peeps, welcome to Nisha's Plants. My name is Kanisha, also known as Niche. So today we will be propagating my Philodendron L Choco Red. Look at it. I've had it for between say a month, couple of months maybe. Been wanting it about a year and finally found it on Minus Green's Corner. She's on Instagram, based in Sweden, and I got the plant. It came really well actually. It shipped wonderfully. And it didn't take long. I got it within a week, less than a week. It came with leaf 1, 2, 3 and leaf 4. So these leaves here, 1, 2, 3 and 4 were grown in my care, and initially I thought I'd propagate it once. When this grew I thought, oh, I could propagate it, and then had a little node just here. You could cut it, grow it from there, but I didn't just want to chop it straight, so I thought let's air layer it as you've seen here. I'll drop a video in shortly showing a close-up of that, and thought, okay, great, now that it's grown I thought I could actually propagate it twice, because we've got leaf 1, leaf 2, which I'd chop at the bottom here. Then I thought actually I could chop here as well and have these two as a separate plant also. So that is what we're going to do today. The section that's been air laid I'm going to put in soil straight. The top cutting, as you can see, we've got aerial roots here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and we've got those at the bottom here again, another 4. Pop that in perlite and see how that does. So I'll show you a close-up of what it currently looks like and the roots inside, and then we will unwrap it. So now we're going to unwrap this. Got roots there, look at that. So air layering is basically taking, what I've used is moss, look at that, and wrapped it around the, what would be roots. So these areas here, like this, and just watered it like I would the rest of the plant, and allowed the roots to develop and form long enough to the point of which I can then just place it in soil. So I left a little bit of a hole at the bottom so that it had airflow from the top through as the water would run through, but also it allows the water to run out so it would stay moist without it being too wet, and it would obviously dry out. But look at that. So now we just got to try and get this moss off. So because it's wet we should be okay. I'm more nervous because I don't want to disturb them too much, but at the same time, well, that's a good length. I want to get them out of the moss where possible. So just gently pull on some of the moss depending on where it's positioned, because it's quite wrapped up. So that's one. These roots are looking really good. Oh, we look like we've got a little node happening there, look. See that? That looks like it's growing a little baba. There we go. So now we will make the chop. Okay guys, so I'm gonna cut, that's the node where I'm assuming the next leaf will come out. So I'm gonna cut underneath, above, basically I'm gonna cut right here. I'm gonna do this because I don't want to cut any of these off, that would be so upsetting. And we're going to put those kind of there-ish. Now, oh gosh, I'm so nervous. So I need to get right in there, which I think that's where I'll cut. Let's do this, let's just get it done. Woo! Oh my goodness. I'm done. There's no root casualties either. that's cut, so there it should come out there. Then we've got this part here, we'll cut again. Look at that, so cute. This is good. We've got a lot of roots here, which is lovely. This root, which is good, is actually to the top half, so that's a good root system starting. Now you might be able to see we've got that node here, so that should give me another leaf. Once I chop here, we should get another caterpillar start to grow here, and then this one will just continue. So I think I'm just going to do it now. Oh, we've got another growth point right there as well, but yeah, I should probably just get on with it, right? It's just, oh, it's so nerve-wracking, but I'm like, I know what I'm doing, it's just a bit nervous, and it's the best way to hold this for it to be done. So I don't want to do it that way, I want to kind of do it that way. I'm going to get in there, oh, I don't want to cut the roots. I don't want to chop this part off either, because that would be horrendous. Don't know if I can really get in. Well, maybe I can press this down a little. No. And there's our 2 parts. So cinnamon, and then put them up. Okay, so we're going to apply some cinnamon to the top of this one, which is literally just normal Neal's Yard whole food ground cinnamon. There we go. It's done on that one, and that's that finished. So I'll literally place that back in the greenhouse, so you can see the cinnamon's placed there, back in the greenhouse, and this little bud should start giving us a new leaf. And then for the others, I'm just going to throw some cinnamon on this and just basically dip them in it. So, well, this one I should have done the top, but it's starting to dry. We'll just dip that in there, a bit more, literally just dip it in. Come on, there we go. So it looks like that, and then we'll take some and literally just sprinkle it on the top. So everything is covered again. So you just got, oh, like that and like that, and then for the top cutting we'll do the same, and then cinnamon all over. And we'll leave that out for a little bit. Look at it, how beautiful it is. I'm excited about this one. Don't know why, but I just am. Maybe because it's a top cutting. This one I'm excited about too, because original leaf, new leaf, it's a lot smaller, but hopefully it will start pushing out bigger. Now it'll take a while because that needs to form, but we've got a good amount of roots here to get it going. So now we're going to repot. I changed the angle because I realized you guys couldn't see before, but I've just placed this in the pot that it's going to go in. Now I've got, this is like a nursery pot from one of the plants I've previously bought. I know you can't see my face, but it's about here, so hopefully that's all right with you guys. So you've got drainage holes, it's a good size. This plant or cutting will fit in there well, so we'll top this up with my aroid mix and just get it in there to a decent height. I've actually put it in about that far. Actually, I'll put in a little bit more. So it's now about there, so about halfway. Now that goes well. Now I'm going to put down some bark so that sits on the bark, so that when I do water it, it's not sitting in water, and that it can actually drain away, to try and prevent, not that it should rot, but just to prevent it from sitting in a ridiculous amount of water basically, because the roots will be able to move around that, so that's fine. So we'll place that, yeah, wonderful. We'll place that there, and then we'll top up with the soil. So there we go. I actually feel like this went quite well. Air layering is a wonderful thing. It obviously helps you to secure the success of your propagation, especially with plants that you very much treasure, as I do my Choco Red. Literally when I saw this plant last year, I was like, oh my gosh, I want that. Couldn't find it anywhere, and I knew it'd be, you know, pricey, but it was really just hard to find. And if you did see one, there was just one, and then it disappeared real quick. But so I'm grateful that I was able to get this plant, and I just want to have loads more. And if it goes well, maybe I'll sell some, who knows, we'll see how it goes. But okay, so I'm just trying to level this out in the pot now. That's fine. Put a bit more to the rear, and then we should be okay. Fine. Got some bark sitting just behind the stem to kind of keep it upright. Not that it would need it, but just I like to give it that extra support. And there we go. That's our first cutting of our Choco Red. See, that's where I've placed the cinnamon, so we should have a little bud underneath start to poke through, and there we go. Now in regards to our top cutting, Perlite is basically a rock that's grounded, and it's good for propagation, it's good for aeration. I know a lot of people use it in their soil to aerate the soil, and a lot of people also use it to propagate, so that's what we do now. I'll place that in there. We've got good root already, but we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grown. I think there's another one in there as well. And this is literally my last lot of perlite, but it's all right. So you see, that's where I put the cinnamon there. That's the roots. We've got aerial roots here, so they should grow quite well. So I'll literally just place, oh, there we go. Yeah, we can go around the sides. Just place it in there. Take my perlite and shake it in, literally just like that. Oh, just might move it along a bit. There we go, just like that. And then add water to it, and I will water it just like I would any other plant. Just want it to stand up a bit more, sorry. Yes, I'll water it as I would any other plant. Probably take the water to about here, where you can see that where that root is, but take the water to about there, and then obviously let it evaporate and let the perlite absorb it, and the roots will drink and do what they need to do. If it don't, once it, you know, it's got a substantial amount of roots, then I'll add a little bit of fertilizer to it until it's ready to be potted. But there we go. So we've got our mother plants, we've got our first cutting potted in soil, and then we've got our top cutting in perlite. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want, I will keep you up to date on how they're doing, both in regards to perlite as well as the formation of a new leaf on both of these. If you've got Choco Red, drop down below how long you've had it, what's it like growing for you. Do you have it on a moss pole, or do you just let it grow freestanding? Have you propagated it? If you have, what method did you use, and how successful has it been? What did you learn? Any tips for myself? As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys being here. Like, subscribe, stay in touch, and we'll speak soon. Take care. Bye.